lovers, this is Jessica Devereux of jDEVEREUX Beauty, and today I'm going to talk about a couple things. One, more mascara reviews, and two, I'm going to talk about how I use soap brows and trim a long hair for you so you can see how I recommend to trim at home. So first, let's get the mascaras out of the way. I have been solicited by Prime Cosmetics and also by Finding Ferdinand, and they look amazing, and they're for like people who don't want to have transfer on their eyelids, and I struggle with it. But I realized that once I saw the ingredients in the products, I wasn't into it. So I didn't even want to try it because I know I don't like the ingredients. So they could be amazing and you might not be a person like me looking at the ingredients, but give it a go if you want. I'm not going to do tubing mascaras. So wanting my mascara to not transfer and not have tubing, I liked Ilia, but I also like this other brand that I carry called Plume, and I gave it a second chance. I don't think I knew to mix it. So they said you have to mix the mascara, and so I'm wearing it. It lasted me all day. So I think I just didn't understand how to use it at first, and it doesn't have tubing. So we'll post what it looks like. We're gonna start carrying it in the shop. So I'm really happy that it stayed on the way it did and that the ingredients that are inside. And now I'm gonna show you soap brows. So I've been loving this since I first saw it. Editorial makeup artists online using it to get that laminated look before laminated brows existed. This is a glycerin soap in an aluminum tin, so it's really like got a nice packaging for recycling or for keeping, so you could actually reuse it as well. And it came out with a glass bottle mist. This is a coconut fragrance. I like the ingredients in this one. It's made in the UK. The way that you use it is you spray it, in my opinion, twice. And there's a kit that has the spray and also this brush, Westbarn Company. I'm gonna mix it, kind of get the edges. You don't wanna like just burrow a hole in the middle. Then this will be good for one eyebrow. So let's say you don't have the whole kit with Westbarn Company's soap brows. You can put your brush in water and tap it 5 times. So in the water, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the counter, and then make your circles. And you don't want to see bubble, and you don't want to see water pool in there. You just want to see it move a little bit. If you have the full kit, spritz twice, okay? And if you have a makeup setting mist, you can also do it with that. It may risk rusting in the long run, but these things last forever. So you're gonna brush it down and brush it up. I have nothing in my brows. I've just been growing my brows in just to see how much I can get fullness with Plume's growth serum. While it still has a little bit of mobility, so even after spraying it twice, it has a little bit of mobility. I'm gonna do the other eyebrow. Brush down, and brush up. And there's the hair, guys. He lives. So this is how I tell people to trim their brows at home. Just hanging out to dry. You want to put on a styling product like soap brows or a brow gel or something that gives hold to the hair. So with soap brows, about 20 seconds to 60 seconds, the brows will be like, kind of have the hold that I want. And so the hair is going to be held there. So it helps me. Now I'm going to take, the Westbarn Company has scissors, 2 little cuticle scissors. What I tell people to do is to cut up into the eyebrow. So everything's sitting there, it's being held. I know I want to trim that one hair. I'm going to cut up. Oh, I got it, I think. Yep. Just do that. You don't have to trim all the way down. Reminds me of hairstylists. It's called point cutting. They can hold your hair. You might have seen this at one of your haircuts, and they go like this. They're cutting and they're kind of texturizing it. This is the eyebrow version of point cutting. Have a holding product, making the hairs have like their position. So you're like, this is how I want to style it. I just have this hair hanging out over here. You're point cutting, but instead of down, you're point cutting up. And the benefit is, one, your eyes are open, you can see. You won't have the buzz cut 90-degree cut. That could be an accident where you cut hairs you didn't want to cut. Cutting a hair, if you cut 90 degrees, it makes it the most blunt it would ever be. But if you cut up, you're creating a taper, just like hairstylists. So this is the brow version of point cutting. Trimming is the first thing you're gonna have to do after a brow appointment. It's the first thing that grows back. I don't know why. So I always wanna empower people to feel like they can trim those one-off hairs that look like they know they don't like it. When in doubt, just trim a couple millimeters off. Just see what it looks like after a couple millimeters. They have to have some bend. They need to lean to the side a little bit. So just start with a couple millimeters, take inventory, take another millimeter if you need to, and you're done. You're gonna look great. And we have everything here at the shop and it's available online. So I hope this helps. Thank you.